Welcome to JoJo's Friends. We're playing this game. It's called No Thing.
No thing. Oh boy, I like it already. Oh, scrambly. Scrambly.
We'll start a new game, I guess.
Ooh, floating head.
To the Queen of Ice. Okay.
Yeah, I like it. Go on. David Bowie? That's straight up David Bowie.
Fuck! What the fuck? What the shit is this?
Don't go over the edge, bro.
Okay, wait.
He's giving you directions. Well,
All right.
once he did.
Shut up, game.
Okay, David Bowie, you can chill.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
This is like a student.
What the fuck
This is a college student's
How did this
project.
ever get up? Yes. This is the student art film of video games.
Yes, 1000%. This
Oh
is
my
someone's
God.
final.
This is I am you and in you now.
Wow.
Dude, fucking, why does that turn me on?
Yeah, I mean, the floating head alone is pretty tingly.
Dude, I just want to get a little head, you know what I'm saying? Okay, come on.
Yeah, right. A little floating head. Hey, it's Ben Franklin now. Oh! Shit! And the head just changes? That would be incredible.
This is...
Wow. Oh, you got to start all over?
I guess so.
Oh, fuck. Back to David Bowie.
It's not even a... This is not a game.
This is...
This
What is this? It is no thing.
It's nothing.
It is
It's $2.
super. It is completely accurately named.
It is
self-aware, and it is.
It's not even like
not fun.
No, I'm already ready for this to be the end of the episode.
Oh
I know.
my
We got 10
God.
minutes of this bullshit.
Jesus fucking Christ!
What
That's
did you
gonna
think
be...
they were hoping for? Let's play that game.
Okay,
what was their intention
with
with
aim?
this?
What was the goal here?
Oh yeah, this could be a Twitch game. I could see this as a game that streamers are meant to play for their massive fan bases.
Because their massive fan bases will be so fucking entertained by this shit.
Dude,
like, what?
What's not to be entertained? Pretty lights and colors and robot voice, dude.
And
this is
Ben
fucking,
Franklin.
This is fucking postmodern. This is postmodern as shit, dog.
No, I was gonna say, like, I feel like this is a comment on postmodernism, and
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Man, games don't even have to mean anything or be good or interesting or cool. They can just be colors and pretty lights and going left and right.
Like there is no real goal in postmodern life. You just go around in circles constantly with small changes to your routine, but your life is really just a repetitive, endless loop of meaninglessness.
Yeah, but that's from the person who's trying to make meaning out of it.
That's for me, man. I gave
that's the whole thing.
Gave that to you all for free.
So that's the thing. Like, people complain about fucking like it's nihilistic. Like nothing has any meaning. Like that's not what nihilism means. At all.
Means it doesn't matter.
No. That's not even true. It means that it has no inherent value. You can give it value through your actions and feelings, but it has nothing inherently.
I mean, Damn. Okay. All right.
It's literally the same track.
With more heads and a hand.
Oh, come on, man. Shut up. It's like the end of MGS2. Raiden! Raiden, are you there? Raiden!
Yeah. Oh, God. No, please.
This is so
You're
dumb.
scaring me.
I did it. I did it, I guess.
Now we got buildings.
This is level 2, I guess. Oops.
See, this is like, okay,
oh,
so,
man, do I have to start back at one?
Hang on. So you start off, and the only thing you see are floating faces, right?
Yes.
So that's simulating what it's like when you enter the world. The first things that you sort of gauge yourself against are faces. So
cool.
That was you sort of progressing through. Oh.
This game has fuck yous?
Wow, yes, it does.
All right.
Okay, yeah, follow the directions. And
Fuck
then
the directions. Dude, I want to blaze my own path. I want to 420 blaze my own path.
Yeah, that's what
You know what I'm saying? Okay, come on.
Yeah, I do, bro.
Just like a 420 blaze it, fathers. Come on, you
Inner
know what I'm saying?
Inner fight.
The 420 founding fathers didn't blaze for nothing, you know what I'm saying?
And these are the faces, your original faces guiding you now because they informed your perspective on life.
That's right. You don't know that you're human until you see a mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Lacan, man, read
fucking
it.
Fucking
Read
Lacan.
Lacan.
He's got
Do
it.
it.
He knows what he's talking about.
He knows what's up.
Yep.
It is. This is like a Radiohead video. Holy shit. Well. Well.
All right. Well, I love this.
I mean, how could you not?
What's not to like about this?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's.
Oh, isn't it? Game?
Yeah, no, it's not the time. And you know what? For your
Oh,
little.
what's
the message? What we got? What do we got? For your little inner fight.
Oh my god.
So squash down those feelings that tell you that
this is one of the most fearsome,
meaningless.
This is one of the most fearsome critiques of the war on terror I've ever seen.
What?
Are you fucking kidding?
What? What? I feel like those are all plants.
We were just informed
those are all
that the
fake.
Steam reviews of this are amazing. Why?
Oh yeah, I just
How?
realized I was screaming into the microphone and no one knows why. Because that's the nature of postmodernism. You're screaming. Hey, good save.
Brilliant story.
I have nothing for you to say.
Good fucking save.
All right, cool.
All right, that's a good story.
Am I just supposed to?
Keep
You're just-
your head on the floor.
All right, cool, man.
Keep
That's
your head on
great.
the floor. What does that mean?
Not look into their eyes.
What are you?
Look into
What?
their eyes.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, it's really good. I'm really into it.
You are our
God damn it, Jojo.
Wait.
simplest office.
Shit.
He was talking about a simplest office clerk he was about to get into.
Okay, let's do this. Cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, I can do this. I can do this. I can.
It's not the time.
I love this game.
Okay, it's not the time
I
for
don't
your
like- this is
little
dumb.
inner fight.
Inner fight.
I think
you
it's...
know, this is okay. So here's what I can say.
Give it to us.
This is art
Yeah, right? Exactly.
because I can say this is the fucking stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Here we go, though.
But someone else can say it's brilliant and important.
Yes. And I feel like
He is not sleeping.
the city's not sleeping.
He is
Okay,
The city is great.
cool.
What do we got?
your tears now.
Skill your tears now.
All right.
Rather than walk.
Fly
that's-
rather than walk.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
so stop walking. All right.
It's not up to me. It's up to the game.
Yeah, but
All those buildings.
all those buildings.
What about them?
What? What are
What
they?
about all the
Tell
buildings?
me.
Voice.
Please. I must know.
nothing for
Oh,
you to
no.
say.
Oh, save yourself. Yes, 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 yes.
Dude, am I the greatest video game player alive?
Do not
Leave a comment.
I think, yeah. Oh my God.
Dude, I've been doing some speed and then running, you know what I'm saying? No one can hear what Jeff said, but you can hear what I said. So
Yeah.
use context
so, yeah.
clues to figure out.
It's great. It's great.
our
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. We are your what? We are your what?
Are we are the world?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. That's fine.
Simplest office clerk.
You live on Gray Street.
Yeah, I live on Gray Street.
Your wife and kids.
Okay. Ah, shit. I think that you are supposed to not enjoy this game. I think it is designed
To be a...
to do
so
to.
it's an anti-game?
It's an anti-game. It's trying to
Is this a Bennett Foddy?
prevent you.
Are we experiencing another Bennett Foddy right now?
Yeah. The
Je-
fuck?
Jeff says this is a hard turn simulator. Like, you make hard turns.
What does that mean?
It's not...
That is not a thing. And it's not simulating a hard turn. I mean, you're.
Not sleeping.
It's a Twitch-based auto runner.
Gray.
I mean, it is. It's a Twitch-based auto runner that has like a very weird synth sound. Like it's a lot. This is Smoke and Mirrors, the game,
I mean, so like, why is this particularly good for Twitch?
Those buildings.
because it's fun. Yeah, it's frustrating.
Okay.
There's the sense that there's a reward.
I have nothing
Is
for
there?
you to say.
I don't. That's
Here's why. So like,
Level 2.
if I was watching this,
Yeah.
someone play this. Fucking shut up, game.
It's like, did you do that on purpose?
so like,
Turn right.
it's trying its best to build tension.
It is not the time.
And it's doing so by like, man, this thing is saying a bunch of weird bullshit.
There must
and I'm
be a
going
point.
left and right. Yes, there must
think-
be a point.
Yes.
Whether or not there is or isn't is fucking irrelevant.
That's the That's what makes this game profound.
Jeff just tried to bring up that No Man's Sky is basically this, and shut up, Jeff. 10 out of 10 on Steam.
And
Where's
I'm
your
just
10 out of 10
saying,
on Steam, Jeff?
The city is not
That's what I
sleeping.
thought.
The city is gray.
The city is gray.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Jeff.
Scale your
What were you
face
saying,
down.
Danielle?
Okay, so I was saying that what was I saying? That this was what made the game profound. What were you saying before?
Oh, basically, like the game gives the impression that there's a
Right,
purpose behind
right.
it.
You think-
But whether or not there is or isn't, the point is the feeling that there's a purpose.
Yes, exactly. And
Which is postmodernist. Which is
exactly. That's what's. I mean,
the
you're
feeling
just.
of purpose.
It's a metaphor about life.
Yeah,
You
but
you go along doing this stupid thing that you think has a purpose, but does not. Perhaps. Actually
but
have
that's the
one.
thing though. Like, is it that raises the most basic question that you could put on a Barnes and Noble cup?
Yeah. Put it out there.
Is it the journey or is it the destination that matters?
Aw, man.
You see, because the ultimate, I would argue that the issue with the postmodernist dilemma of nothing matters,
Right.
is that that's a journey v destination argument, and it's the belief that like there should be a destination. No, there shouldn't. The
But it's-
feeling of the journey is what's relevant.
It's also a belief that things are so infinitely replicable.
Whoops.
Oh, we didn't
Whoops.
hear about our husband.
Things are so infinitely replicable.
Yeah, that when you are experiencing a thing, you're not actually experiencing the thing itself. You're experiencing the impressions that you've already had. Like imagine when you go to see the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
The postmodern idea is that you're not actually just seeing the Statue of Liberty. You're seeing it through the lens of all the other photos and movies in which you've seen it that have oriented you
To feel a certain
to
way.
feel a certain way. So,
So-
your feelings are not really inherent to you. They're kind of
Well, I mean, like, fucking, who did the Renoir girl?
the Renoir girl.
Is that Renoir?
Oh, are you talking about the statue?
No, the picture or the girl with pearl earring.
Oh,
The city is not
fucking goddamn.
Who is
it.
that guy?
The city is gray.
There's an artist who like
Yeah, he's Dutch.
yes, he had this thing where it was like you never that's not a new idea. You don't actually see the world as it is. You see, in the way that he described it, you see reflections of light.
Right.
So you don't actually see the object in its color. You just see the reflection of it.
Right, because
So
your
it's-
senses can only perceive it in a certain way.
So the idea that like, oh man, I can only see, for your example, the Statue of Liberty, because of my ideas behind the Statue of Liberty, that's fair. But it also means like, if you were to see anything ever, it's going to be colored by your experience. There's no, what was the term? Objective reality.
Exactly, that's postmodernism. Like
That's fucking Plato.
I mean, it's building.
It's the fucking
building on that
shadows
tradition,
on the wall.
That tradition of ideas. But for Plato, there actually were, like, those objects really did exist in some form somewhere. We just
Oh, the
didn't
ideals?
have access. Yeah.
Yeah.
Postmodernism is just like
But that's the thing though. That would be the difference between like the Platonic ideal and the postmodern idea that
Yeah.
there's nothing. Is it's like one is optimistic and one is
and that-
cynical.
That's the same difference between modernism and postmodernism. Modernism is jaded but fundamentally optimistic. Postmodernism is nihilistic.
But that you see that reduces nihilism to just being an idea that like nothing. That's my point. It's not that nothing has meaning. That's almost cosmic nihilism. It's that nothing has inherent meaning. You can
Right.
create meaning through your actions and your beliefs.
Right.
Which
And
is-
so nihilism, I mean, do you think it's fundamentally optimistic in thinking that you can create meaning and sort of have
I know that.
a
So
valid experience?
I feel it's Kierkegaard who said this, that like anxiety is the sign of freedom, because you feel anxiety because you know you have control over things.
Ha!
And deep down, like,
Keep your head on
yes, you will have anxiety and regret because you have control, which means you can make meaning.
Strongly disagree.
Why?
that you
the way he's using anxiety is sort of like not accurate, like how we understand anxiety.
Yeah. Like I maybe he's using anxiety in a different sort of.
His anxiety was the anxiety over choice. Like I think the example is like, if I choose to get married, I will regret not dating. If I choose to date, I will regret not getting married. Either way, I will regret. That's like a sign of freedom. I'm kind of butchering this.
Well, it is kind of hard to summarize Plato, Kierkegaard, Sartre, and Lacan.
Well, Sartre's a fucking soundbite you can put on a cup.
Sartre,
its existence precedes essence. That's Sartre.
Fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not. That's all he's fucking. That was his fucking one.
You are shitting.
That was the
on
one
Sartre?
trick of the Sartre pony.
Oh hell no.
Okay, go on then. We got time. I got nowhere to be.
I know we got nothing to do.
We got no thing. What?
Literally.
Speak to me of Sartre.
Okay. Well, first of all, I also want to point out that like this game in its dumb like
I don't even care about the game. This is just a podcast.
has inspired a philosophical conversation. So it has achieved its purpose. It has made you reflect on life and things and perception and thought.
Okay, sure, yes, we can say the game. Okay, fine. You want me to say it? I'll say it. 10 out of 10.
Oh, I love it.
Did you guys know that me and Danielle are doctors?
Right? You might not be able to tell, but we are.
How much we talk about farts and shit. Oh, man. Okay, no, but tell me of Sartre. We'll make this a long episode. I don't care.
Well, I mean, I'm not particularly married to Sartre. I just have respect for what he did in terms of directing modernism. And I mean, really, who I love is Camus more than Sartre. But
Camus,
yeah.
Oh, what was it? He has the myth of Sisyphus. Is that the one he used that to explain?
Yes, and he wrote The Plague and God,
The Outsider,
The Stranger, and
The Stranger.
Many another very thoughtful books. I mean, depressing, but he was. I mean, at the core, he believed that humanity had goodness in it. So even though he was very cynical about the state of society, he did believe that there could be goodness.
Right. Which isn't Camus like considered widely to be like a nihilist? I feel like that's So that's my point though. Is it's like people only hear there is no meaning.
Right.
But you hear Camus is like, no, there is meaning.
Right. What?
There's the potential for meaning.
Yeah, we just have fucked it all up.
It requires effort.
Yeah, we would have to change the way we do shit.
That's sort of like I like that idea that like anything can matter and be meaningful if effort is put into it.
Right.
Which is sort of, I think that's, I don't know what I'm trying to get at here. I feel like that's an idea that like when someone talks about nihilism, they think about it in that one way of it has no meaning whatsoever.
Right.
It just means that nothing matters. And like they think Rick Sanchez is the fucking nihilist Jesus. Rick is an example of how not to be.
He's just an asshole.
Yes. He's the example. Like, if you like Rick and Morty, you like Rick, sure, he's hilarious, but he's an example of what you should not be like.
Yeah.
It's just funny. It's funny to watch someone be completely shitty.
Right. And not
cite that the universe is meaningless. Because, yes, he's absolutely right. But he even fails at doing that from time to time because shit matters to Rick Sanchez. As much as he says it doesn't, it does.
And I mean, that's part of it, too, is that it's kind of... I don't want to say inherent in human nature because that's a big thing to say.
Damn it! I did this exact mistake again. Fuck.
Oh, it's so. But I do think it is a tendency to develop. Humans are social. And even if you're a loner, there's the way that we live is such that we kind of long for connection.
Yeah.
Like human connection, and that fundamentally is like that need for others is is going to, like with Sanchez, is going to disrupt, your attempt to, dictate that nothing matters.
Yes. So like there's it's the porcupine dilemma.
The porcupine dilemma.
You hear that one?
No.
It's the porcupine's dilemma is the porcupine. This is kind of like from Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is an excellent anime up until the last 3 episodes where they're like fucking.
Yes,
so,
I have
so
heard.
like the porcupine's dilemma is the idea that like the porcupine wants connection. It wants to be with other porcupines.
Right.
But the problem is the closer it gets to something, the more it hurts.
Right.
So
right.
it has the dilemma of, do I want to be close to things and hurt, or do I want to
Exactly.
be alone?
Exactly.
Which feels like a false dichotomy. But
Yeah, but
that is sort of like, that's Rick Sanchez. It's
Yes.
like, nothing matters.
right.
But also, I'm in great pain.
Yes.
That's what he says. Like, Bird Person says, like,
Yeah.
wubba lubba dub dub means I am in great pain.
Exactly.
Please help me.
Exactly.
But then he's like, nothing matters. It's like, you cannot hold both of those ideas at the same time unless there is some kind of inherent like value to one
Right.
side or the other.
Right.
Which is Rick Sanchez in a nutshell. He's
And I
like,
mean, that's kind of what was going on in the episode with Tiny Rick, which is like,
oh yeah, like yes, it was like he was acting like things. Fuck!
Oh my god!
I keep making that mistake. Shit! This fucking game,
Yeah, it gets to you.
dude.
Gets to you.
Am I getting tilted?
Yeah,
Dude,
you are.
I'm tilted.
Yeah, this game tilted you.
Fucking, this game tilted me so hard.
Hell.
But
Holy
fucking-
shit.
Yeah, Rick Sanchez.
Yeah, so, I mean, with Tiny Rick, he's running around and everyone sort of likes him and enjoys him and thinks he's funny and is amusing. And he's literally being like, I'm trapped in this body. Please fucking get me out. This is awful. And
Yes.
people just like laugh.
But Morty and Summer, they realize like
Right.
we have to get him out. He doesn't
Right.
want to be in there. He
Right.
wants to be this other person, even
Right.
though like he is obviously happier, but it's a less honest existence.
Right. Oh no. Oh, okay.
See, I'm walking the
Making-
razor's edge.
Making me nervous here.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So
but that was interesting. That was an interesting episode too, because it was like, here's a Rick who has meaning, who he exists in meaning, but he dislikes it.
right, exactly.
Because there's like an idea of like fleetingness, like nothing. Ultimately, nothing will matter.
Right. Everything's
Give it
ephemeral.
enough time.
And you would, I mean, if someone had actually traveled the universe and had any sense of the scope of the universe, being that it's infinite, like, and it's so old, like the universe has been around for billions and billions of years,
Which
and
is a level of time that humans can't.
we
Exactly
can't even comprehend. And our lifetimes and how small we are in the universe, we
Yeah.
are profoundly meaningless in the scope of the universe.
But that's the ultimate. That's the thing, is like we can imagine things on that scope. We can't exist in that scope. I'm just gonna hang here
Oh my
for a
god!
second.
Oh my god!
Your husband does not.
Made it.
Nice.
420 blaze it.
Nailed the landing. Nailed it.
But so like, oh damn it.
Oh shit!
Damn
Ah!
it. What was I saying?
That's-
Humans can't. You can't exist on that scope. You can imagine it, but you can't exist there.
Yeah. Well.
Which is sort of like the idea of Rick Sanchez as a character is he exists on the scope that time is infinite,
right.
and that with infinity comes no meaning. That's
Right.
like how like in Vampire Hunter D, the main vampire is bored. Like he's this immortal being and he's bored. It's
Oh, yeah,
because
that'd
he
be
can
boring
exist
as
at that
fuck.
level of time that we
God.
can only conceptualize.
Right.
So like Rick exists in a level of time that humans can only exist as a concept.
Right. And it's
Summer and Morty don't exist that way.
yes.
Neither does anybody else.
Yeah.
Neither
but
does Beth. Neither does
no, like nobody else understands the scope, the perspective that he perceives.
Yes, and that's sort of like that's why he's allowed to be such a funny character, is because like he thinks about time in a way that we can't,
Right.
or that we can think about it, but we can't exist there. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that that's how it is.
Right.
Because if reality is only what you perceive, because it's filtered through all the
Exactly.
all the shit in your experiences,
Yeah.
then you cannot perceive time in that way. You can only perceive time as like I'm late for work.
Right,
I gotta
because
fucking
you
get
don't
home in time and shit.
you don't have the universe as part of your it's part of your scope.
Yeah.
But and I mean that's what would make it hard for Rick Sanchez to want to develop connections or, you know.
Yeah, it's really the question of like not so much like do you care about people, it's like how do you feel about time right now?
Exactly. Knowing that these people and you are just so tiny and meaningless.
And he's always like in the infinite multitude of the universe, this is happening out a million times.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which kind of defeats the meaning of it.
Yeah.
Deep down is like, okay, is this really an important event?
Yeah.
No, ultimately, because if there's multiple universes and time is cyclical
Exactly.
and goes forever, nothing really matters.
No,
but
not at all.
That's kind of like the benefit of being beings with limited time is because things have meaning. Right,
and that's sort of when the optimistic philosophical take, which is that you exist in such a small like moment, not even a moment, a half, a portion of a second in the universe.
Compared to the universe.
And so that's why you should seize what you have, because it's very small and you want to. It's like when you have.
Come on, man, shut up.
It's like when you. It's like when
I was just waiting for the dick joke to come in, and I couldn't wait any longer.
I know, just had to grab it.
We're a comedy show, ha, funny. We do the funny ha. It's good. It's a good gaff.
But
damn
it's
it!
Like,
fuck!
Oh no!
Fuck! This game, man. It's barely a game.
Oh, damn.
This will be the last try.
Okay, so here's what it's like. It's like if you have one like tiny morsel of delicious chocolate.
Okay.
Just have like a square.
Yeah.
And so you have the choice of you could just eat it all at once, just fucking consume it all and don't think about it, and it's done and it's over.
Right.
Or you can eat it slowly and sort of portion it out and enjoy what you have.
Yes.
And that's kind of the two choices that you have with your existence. You could just go through it and not give a fuck and just, blindly stumble through it until you're done. Or you could like break it into small portions and try to like
measure it out.
Yeah, really experience it. Share it with someone you love.
Yeah. But either one of those choices is valuable and can be meaningful in and of itself.
Yeah.
And either one of those choices will make you feel regret for not picking the other.
Right.
Which is part of the experience of being human, I think, and what allows meaning to exist at all is there's a regret of lack of meaning. Which would not exist if you were a being who was infinite.
Yes.
Because if you could actually say, like, I can live long enough and experience enough that I can experience both of those things simultaneously.
Yeah.
Because if you could do that, then neither one is valuable.
Right, exactly. They're just...
The act of making the choice and knowing that there was an alternate that was equally valuable.
Doesn't really matter because you can just make that choice again and again and again.
Yes. So choices become irrelevant the longer you exist within a given scheme.
Yeah.
Is scheme even the right word? I don't know.
It's good. It's good enough.
It's a good word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so this game.
Yeah.
I think what we've ultimately determined here.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude.
All right. This is the moment. Hey,
dude.
Yeah. You. Ooh.
I'm a neural net fucking processor.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Oh
fuck.
Oh no.
God.
Oh no.
Oh,
no. I learned.
I don't even know what's happening right now.
It's fucking. It's oh no. It knows it's our last try.
Oh my god.
Dude, there is meaning.
Yeah.
Dude, I care.
Yeah.
Oh
please.
fuck.
No.
Oh
okay.
wait, we're fine.
All right.
I'm at 92.
Okay.
Can I get to 100?
Yes, you can.
Wait, I can't.
Yeah, you can. Oh.
Fuck! Next time on JoJo's Friends, something else. I can't believe we played this for a half an hour.
Well, we had an important discussion about life.
Yeah, I guess we did.
Yeah.
See you guys tomorrow. Hope you liked our podcast.
I probably hated it.
Check us out on iTunes.
I'm never gonna fucking read this shit.
Hey, tickle that subscribe button and buy our merch.
Right, yeah.